Alright, y'all. Told you I was gonna give y'all the game. And you feel me? So I'm gonna get straight into it. And we can go from there, you feel me? And we can and after this I can talk to you about a couple things. But alright. So if y'all don't know, you can go file a quit claim deed. Alright. I got everything for y'all, you feel me? I'm gonna put together a package, or you can just go look it up on the county website. All right. If you don't know, when you buy your house, or when you whatever you think you're doing, they tell you you're doing. The house is paid for. Now, I don't know y'all terms, and I don't know if you got a lender, a private lender, and things like that. But the first step is to pull your deed of trust, basically your contract. All right. I went through this process already. I transferred into my living trust, and if you don't have a living trust, you can make one. I got the information for y'all. All right. If y'all don't know, I'm being targeted. You feel me? If you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't know. You feel me? So that's why when people when people talk about this, they usually don't show their face and stuff because they don't want this information to get out. But they already torturing me every day. Every day. Like, it's crazy. It's a long story, and we gonna get to it. Alright. I got all the paperwork right here for y'all. First thing is we wanna get these documents. Alright. Right here. This is one of the documents you're gonna want to get. You get this it's gonna be in a little package and everything. You're gonna want to get this. You really don't need it. It's just you feel me, exempt. Everything gonna be you transferring everything to your trust. First, you wanna pull your contract. You wanna pull your contract. Try to get a better picture. You wanna pull your contract to the house. You get what I'm saying? You want to pull it. When you pull it, you wanna look over it. You wanna read over it. All right. Listen. When I read over it, I found so many things wrong. And in everybody contract, it should have a piece in there that says you were supposed to get a copy of your deed and a copy of the mortgage note. I don't think nobody got them copies. So there go your breach right there. Contract is not binding no more. All right. So now you can legally go do it without it, cause they doing fraud anyway. But you get that contract, cause like I said, they play this law game, and if you don't know about the law, they will try to fuck you over because this is their system. Okay? I'm only doing this because I have no choice. They already trying to unalive me. You feel me? I'ma just be 1,000. I go over all this stuff. I go over my Navy Federal. That's the thing with me. I'm in court with all these people right now, and they don't like me. Because I guess I know too much. You feel me? They trying to just ruin my life. But like I said, I'm finna give y'all the game because like shit. Hey, I know this gonna help a lot of people out. You feel me? Y'all paying, like, these people got this system set up where it's paid already and y'all still paying on this. And most of the money that you're paying is going to the lender and the interest before your principal. All right. LA County website, the registrar recorder. All right. Let me see if I can get the website for y'all. Alright, what website we was on? One second, y'all. Let me see if I got it up over here. I should have it. Yep, here we go. Bam, this the website. You can go right up under there. Alright? You can Google. You can Google quit claim deed LA County. You gonna see this. You can go right here. Oh, did they? Oh, I think they knocked me offline, but it's okay. Hold on. We're gonna get right back up. If not, we still gonna get it done because I got it. Okay. Let's see if they let me get back online. We back online. We gonna go where we at? Deeds. Okay, yeah. So the grant deed. Bam. We open it up. This the grant deed. Okay. It look similar to mine. I don't think y'all can see it, but it looks similar to mine. Alright. You get this. We can go over it. You can put, like I said, you gonna need a trust. You don't want to switch it. You gotta put it under your living trust. A revocable or a irrevocable, but I will go with the irrevocable trust. Okay? Living trust too. You get your trust made. Listen, I got everything for y'all. You can go right here. Alright? And make you a trust. Right here. Rocket Lawyer. It's free for 7 days. That means you can make a trust today. You might have to connect your credit card and download it and unconnect it. Just cancel the subscription. Or go on there and just get all type of documents that you think you might need. Okay? You're gonna need a power of attorney. I got that for y'all. That's one. I got it. I was editing for y'all, but I should be able to still pull it up. So, power of attorney. Let me see if I can pull it up on here real quick. New window. Hold on, y'all. See if I can. I can put it on here real quick. Fuck it. And we can go over it. It's a little court case. I'll show y'all that soon. But let's get back to this. Alright. You can go right on Rocket Lawyer. Get you a living trust. Once you get it, go get it notarized. Alright? Go get it notarized. Make sure you put that property in that living trust. Alright? When you doing that living trust, it's gonna tell you. You want to put this in there, you put your property in there, the address, and you're going to need the parcel number. You can look up your parcel number on the same website. Where we at? On this website, you can look up the parcel number. You just got to go, it's somewhere on here. You can search the property owners, and it's going to have a parcel number on there. All right? And the parcel number, let me show you. Where we at? Alright, that's not it. Alright. 1 second. There we go. Where is that? Alright, 1 second. Alright, let's go back to the deed. Alright, you see where it say APN at? That's where you're going to put your parcel number. Right here is going to be your address, the house address. If you're staying in there, you know, I would think everybody like staying in their house, so you would get it mailed there. Okay? The name going to be your living trust. The name going to be your living trust. Address. All that, you feel me? It's gonna be your same address. It ain't gotta be a new address or none of that. Alright. Now, depending on who named the house is in, that's what matters too. Cause like in my situation, my grandparents got signed for me, so they was on the deed along with my mother. So what I did, but it was my house. I'm the only person that paid any type of money. Nobody, you get what I'm saying? So I had interest in the property. It wasn't on paper or none of that, but you feel me? Like I said, when I've been studying, let me look over the contract, and when I looked it over, ooh wee. All right. So now, what I did, I made power of attorneys for me and my grandparents. All right. I became power of attorney of my grandparent. Well, my grandparents. Okay. And I was able to do whatever I need to do because I'm power of attorney. And listen, it's important. That power of attorney is important, and it's going to help you with other stuff. All right? Because on the power of attorney paper, you claiming your estates. You're claiming that you're a living person now. Okay? And you put it on record. You're filing it with the quit claim deed. So you ain't got to file it separate. You just put it all together and it's cheaper. When you record it on record, it's public record. So anything that your name is on, accounts, stuff like that, you on record saying you're a living soul now. Because right now you're dead. That's why they can do all this shit to you. It's more you can do for that, but we'll get into that. So now, when you do that, your trust, you can put it in your trust, and you file your trust too. You put the trust on record. Or it's a couple ways you can do it. I know a lot of people ain't, you feel me, but like I said, once it's under an irrevocable trust, nobody can touch it. All right? So, get your trust. You download this grant deed. You fill it out right here. I'm going to tell you. You see, it's zero. All right? It's zeros. Okay? It's in your trust. Your trust pay your taxes. All right? You put zero. Zero. I'm just finna tell you what I put on mine. All right? You could put whatever. And you might need to put something else, because when it's another paper you do, you might be in a different situation. But we're finna go over that. Now, right here, like I said, you can click right here. Okay, it won't let me click and edit on here. But yeah, you click right there. City of, wherever city it is. You know, mine's is Los Angeles. Now, for a full valuable consideration, receipt of which is hereby acknowledged. So mine's a little different. Mine's a California quitclaim deed. I think where I got this from. Oh, I can probably find the same one. But this is like that. This is the notary information. And listen, this is only one page. It's quick. Mine front and back. Alright? But now, we're going to do this. Right here. For a full value consideration, receipt of which is hereby acknowledged. And this would be, the name is in, it can be your name, whatever, whoever name on the property. Grants to would be a living trust. First, middle, last name. You can put revocable, irrevocable. It's really up to you. It's a living trust, so you would be your own beneficiary. And so you can go change it up if you want. Okay? I'll go irrevocable. Grants to your living trust. Then the following describes real property in the city of whatever city you in, the county, whatever county you in, state of California. This is for state of California. You can get different states. You date it. Do not sign it. Don't sign it. I would even date it, Chet. Do not sign, don't date it until you in front of the notary. Unless you bring another copy and redo it in front of them. You can fill all this other stuff out before, but do not date it or do not sign it, okay? This is for the notary. Y'all ain't got to worry about none of that. And that's quick. Quick. Quit claim deed, but it's quick too, okay? So now, when you do that, you got everything on there. All you doing is transferring over to your trust. You gonna need that trust agreement, okay? You gonna need it. Now, you don't even have to file the trust agreement. You can just file this. But you gonna wanna have a trust agreement in place. And this is what I'm saying. When you make your trust agreement, when you go get this notarized, take your trust with that too. Take your power of attorney with that too. All right? And get them all notarized at the same time. You're going to save yourself time, and it's going to be cheaper when you file the quit claim deed. You just file all them other ones with that. Okay? And that lock it in. Now, like I said, I'll pull the contract, go over the contract. I got pieces of the contract here. I'll tell y'all what they did. You know, I filed a case against them. They didn't answer. Okay? The court systems, and they been fucking with me. They been trying to stop me in each and every way. Okay? So, like I said, you gotta be on your A game. But with this, once you file this, they might try to scare you, but if you go read that contract and listen, what I'm going to show y'all, it must be in the contract. It must. And I bet you it's in y'all's. Okay? So that's the quit claim deed. All right? I'm trying to get a package together with everything and have it accessible to everybody for free. I don't want nothing. They just got me messed up. And shit, they targeted me anyway. They harassing me every day, so fuck it. That I'm going through the worst of ever because I choose to fight back. And I got evidence about almost everything. We'll get to that. Let's get going. There's some other shit I want to talk about. Alright? That's the quit claim deed. Alright? Let's go now. Same website. Let me move this. Oh, no, not that. I want to move. There we go. Move me over a little bit. Alright. Oh, shit. Bam. It's another paper. This is the second paper. Right here. Change of ownership form. Let me show you what that look like. Bam. You get this. Download this. You're going to fill this out because you got to file it with it. Alright? Now, a buyer transferee. So right here would be your trust information. Alright? First, middle, last name, all capital letters. Living trust. If you want to put the revocable living trust or irrevocable living trust, you can. As long as it says it in the trust deed, your trust agreement, you good. Your contract, when you sign them closing papers, that's the deed of trust, okay? That's your contract. That's your security interest. We'll get down to how they fucking everybody over. Alright? You put the address of the property. Alright? You put your parcel number right here. What I was talking about. The seller transfer is you. If you're on that deed, you will be the seller or transfer it, because all you're doing is transferring it to your living trust. You have telephone number. Y'all should know all that. Bam. Is property attended as principal residence? Yes, it is. If you living in there, it is. Okay? If you're not, it still is. Alright? You can put the date when you bought it, whatever, however you want to do it, but just put, yeah. You can put no right here unless you're a veteran and stuff like that. Mail property tax information to the living trust. It can be the same address. All tax information is going to your living trust. Everything is going to your living trust. That's you. You living. And you the trust. That's why you want to trademark your name to, even though like it's a must. If y'all ain't seen, they got the federal government to abandon my trademark that I paid for, filed, and everything, and supposedly somebody trying to buy my name. We know who it is, Navy Federal. Huh. It's all of them together. It's all of them together. But hey, you feel me? Listen, it ain't gonna be easy. It's not. Mail property tax right there. All right, transfer information. All right, I'm gonna go over this. You can read, because this is what I was saying. Like, this might be relevant to some people. I don't know. You gotta read through it. Okay, reading is the key. That is the key. If we was reading before this, if we was reading before this, we wouldn't even be in this situation. Honestly. Alright. Read through this. Transfer solely between spouses. In my situation, no. The transfer is solely between domestic partners. No. This is a transfer between parents, children, between... This was yes for me. Because it was my grandparents. Okay? Yeah. Was this transferee grantor's principal residence? Yeah. My grandfather's stuff, yeah, this is his house too. Okay? His name was on it. You feel me? Now, whatever family farm, if it's a farm, just it's kind of like common sense questions, but I understand a lot of people don't have common sense, but that's why I'm going over all of it. This transfer is a result of a nope. Well, in my case, no, but you might inherit a property and they trying to take it. You can go file this. Alright? This transaction is to replace a principal residence by a person who is severely disabled. That might be, yeah, it was no for me. This transaction is to replace a principal residence substantially damaged or destroyed by a wildfire or natural disaster for which the governor proclaimed a state of emergency. That might go for y'all. You feel me? It was no for me. Alright. This transaction connect names of the persons holding the property title. Name change upon average. So this was no for me, okay? It's like if you get married and change your last name, it might be yes for you. Alright? The recorded document creates, terminates, or reconveys a lender's interest in the property. Yes. Because these lenders is the ones, the sneaky ones. That's where all your money going. When you read your deed of trust, they taking everything. All the insurance payments you paying monthly on that, they taking it. They taking it and it's supposed to come to you. Man, there's so much shit in there. So, yeah. Alright. This transaction is recorded only as a requirement for financing purposes or to create, terminate, or reconvey a security interest. Yes. Yes. You're going to put that because that's what you're doing. You getting security interest in your property. In your real property. That they use you to get the money for. Hey, they use you to get the money for. These lenders and shit, all the lenders, man, all they did was became your secure party creditor and did what you could have did. I'm just learning too, so it ain't like, you feel me? I'm learning as I go. I just know I got the paperwork. I got the confirmation. It's been recorded. You feel me? You gonna get all this. And that's why they fucking hate me right now. But fuck it. They think I just supposed to just let them. Okay, fuck it. We'll get to that. Alright. Yep. The recorded document substitute a trustee of a trust. Yes. Because that deed of trust named these other people as the trustees or whatever. Probably not. Because in my case, they done made up they used my mom first name and changed the last name as the authorized signature on the deed of trust, which was a whole different deed of trust. It wasn't the original one. They made a new one a year later. And then forged the signatures on there with a notary that did it for them. Yeah. That's why I was like, what the fuck is going on? You know? I'm going to show y'all. Alright. This property is subject to a lease with a remaining lease term. Nope. Once you get that deed of trust, your contract, and you find what you supposed to find, it's not binding. It's no longer a contract. Now, some of these motherfuckers might try to take you to court, but once it's under your trust, you make that trust agreement. Non-negotiable. Alright? And at the same time, you already pointed out the fraud they did. So they don't even want to fuck around with it. In my case, that's what it is. Alright? This is a transfer between parties in which proportional interest of the transferor and transferee and each and every parcel being transferred remain exactly the same after the transfer. You can put no on that. Or it might, see, some people might know more. Some people might have other dealings with a property. Okay? Some people in different situations. So that's why I said is you still should read this and understand it. That's the thing. You want to read this and understand. If you're doing something, you want to know what you're doing. Okay? When you talking to them lenders or whatever, if you gotta talk to them, because you really ain't gotta talk to them for that, you can email them and tell them to give you a copy of your deed of trust. They must send it immediately. Don't tell them what you're doing. Don't just say you just want a copy for your record. And then once you find what you do, hey, hit them up. Like, okay, I seen this in the contract, and bam, this is what I'm doing. Or you ain't even gotta tell them that. Just go file it. Tell them whenever the fuck you want to tell them. You ain't even gotta fucking tell them. Okay? Bam. This transfer is the first purchaser of a new building, and this might be somebody, you know. Mine will be no. Another transfer, no. Alright. Date of transfer, if other than recorded date, it will be the recording date. Okay, that'll be the recording date. You can keep that blank until you go to the county recorder office. Type of transfer. This would be a gift. Okay, this would be a gift. A gift. All right, because all you doing is transferring to your trust. So put gift, okay? You can put gift, and it's a code you put. That's where this paper come in at. Hold on. This paper right here, this exemption paper, that's where these codes come in at. It's these codes right here. Alright? The code is R&T 11930, okay? This one right here. Transferring interest into or out of a living trust. 11930. You put that right in there. Where it say that? You'll put gift. Alright. Do this one ask for the code? Let me see. It might be somewhere else. But if they ask for the code, it will be that, okay? 11930. Purchase price and terms of sale. Now, it ain't no purchase price. You can put 0. Okay? Because it's already paid. Put 0. Cash down payment or value. It ain't none of that. It's already been closed. You can put 0. Alright? First deed of trust. You ain't got to put none of that. Bam. Bank savings, balloon payment. You are the bank, okay? This is a private. For all you know, this is a private transaction. You feel me? It's private, but you put it in the public though. You feel me? Just like that. Because it's already paid. All you doing is just transferring to your trust. Alright? Bam. Second deed of trust. You ain't got to worry about none of that. Improvement bond and stuff like that. Whatever. This might be for some people. So that's why I said read. Read, because it might be for some people. But majority of the time, no. Alright, type of property. Now it depends on type of property. Mine was a single family residence. You know, a majority of the people, if you just buy a house, it's going to be a single family. You can look it up though. On the recorder website. You can look it up. It give you a parcel number. It give you everything. But you need to have that parcel number. Alright? Bam. You can go right here, you know, manufactured home. Okay? You can put, well, it depends. If you got a manufactured home, it'll be included with the price. It'll be 0. Alright? The manufacturer, it might be a property tax. But listen, once it's transferred to your trust, that's taken care of. You feel me? That's why you gotta learn about this too. Cause they not gonna like it. They not gonna like it. But I'm just letting y'all know what's really going on. Alright? Sign it right there. I don't think you need this one notarized. You don't need this one notarized. You just need the quit claim deed notarized. But you sign this and whatever. I will sign it when you get that notary on your quit claim deed. I will sign this, put all the same dates. You're going to take this. You're going to take the quit claim deed. Alright? What else? You're going to take the power of attorney. Let me see if I can pull up this power of attorney. Hold on. I'm going to show y'all. I'm going to just pull it up for y'all. Okay, what is this? Oh, this looking plain up. Alright, hold on. Alright, here we go. Alright, I gotta just cover some shit up real quick. I'ma have this though. I'ma have it. I'ma have this for you. You should be able to edit it, PDF, and just address. I'm just trying to take all my information. This is the same. Listen, y'all gonna see. Alright. This instrument was prepared by. Alright. Alright. First. Middle. Last. I'm gonna go over this because it's some stuff you wanna change. Well, not change, but make sure you have like the capital, lowercase is very important. Alright? First, middle, last. See, I'm trying to get y'all right. You feel me? I'm trying to get you. Here you go. Alright? Now, I'ma show y'all this. I ain't finished with it, but print. I'm gonna pull it up on the screen, and like I said, the copy, the final copy is gonna be, you feel me, it'll have the right stuff. You can still use it. It's my name on there. I don't really care if people see my name, because these motherfuckers already leaked my information. These people did so much shit. Okay. Yeah. These both of my neighbors, they working with them. That's what I just uncovered. That's why I did another video about it. But we'll get to that once we done with this. Trying to stay focused. Alright, so we gonna put that on there. Bam. We should be good. Alright. Load this up. So y'all see. So you gonna take, where we at with it? Hold on. Let me open this up. Here we go. Alright. Power of attorney, where you at? Here we go. Alright, this is the power of attorney. I forgot to remove some stuff. So I might have to cut that out. Nah, but it's cool. Let me see something. Y'all. Hold on. Text selection. Do it let me edit? Hold on. No. Trying to edit this shit. If not, I can do something else. You know what? Hold on, y'all. Let me just do it the right way, cause I'm gonna have to cut this piece out and stuff, cause I ain't finna put my people in address on here like that. So give me 1 second. 1 second, you guys. Wait, I thought it was this one. I knew. Wait. Hold on, y'all. I think that was just the wrong copy. We finna see right now. Power of attorney. Yeah, still got that on there. You know what? Fuck it. I'ma just screenshot it and send it there. Alright, so. Alright. Oops. Let me just do this. Okay. Let me screenshot it for y'all. Bam. And shit, to the smart people, shit, y'all, if y'all know, y'all can screenshot it, copy the wording, copy and paste it to a whole new document and get it done. It's kind of easy. Alright, so oh shit. Give me a minute, y'all. I'll try to have everything ready, but I didn't want to waste no time. I was trying to get this out and spread this information. Now listen, y'all. All I'm asking is just share it. Don't be stingy with this shit. Share it, man. And share my story also. Like, because people need to know about this. And especially if you're doing this, you need to know what these people do. And we'll get to that. Because they will target you. Anybody that try to step up and let the truth be out, they will target you. But like I said, I've been saying this. The shit that I'm doing is not just for me. It's for a lot of people. Specifically the people that's targeted. It's so many people that's going through what I go through, and they get labeled crazy because it sounds like some crazy shit, but it's real. And I'm the one that can really prove it, because listen, y'all, these is professionals. They are professionals. This ain't no little no, these is professionals. They've been doing this for years. This is how they control people. Okay? Why y'all think all this stuff is happening to me? By the government agencies, LA city agencies, LA DOT, LAPD, LADWP. They listen. Today, listen, y'all. I promise you, every day that pass, these attacks get worse. And you don't know. Like, you'll be sitting right here, you'll have the worst headache, and you like, what the fuck is wrong with me? You feel me? But they using the electrical. They seeing surges. They send extra power to increase the EMF in your house. And I know y'all be hearing about this, but this shit is real. Okay? It's no joke. And this is how they get away with it, because it's like, you really don't know what the fuck is going on. You wouldn't think about, oh, it's the this and that. It's a lot of people say that, but they get labeled crazy. Just like they try to do me, but I got Jesus, okay? And listen, we'll talk about that. Now, let me get this for y'all. Alright, bam. I'm going to just go ahead. Like I said, I'm going to have the official copies and shit. Alright. Let's do it like this. Photos. Alright. Couple more seconds and we out of here. Well, not out of here, but off of here. Alright. Alright, power of attorney, y'all. Let's get it. Where we at with it? Where the pictures at? Goddamn, where you at? Okay, right here. Bam. Power of attorney. Right here, okay? Just like this. First, last name. Last, first name. First, middle, last. As you see, these is all capital. That's why I'm trying to get it organized for y'all. All you do is just click your information in. Address right here. Alright? All this, you ain't got to deal with it. Now, you see my name right here? That will be changed to your name. Okay? That'll be changed. But I'm going to have that. I'm taking all that off of here. Alright? Your name will go right here too. But if you listening, you know how to screenshot and do that, you should be able to do it. You know? I'll move my screen a little bit to this side so y'all can get the full. Bam. It's right there. You saying that you're a living soul and a secure party creditor. That's all the lenders and shit is working as. And they got it set up. The system is set up to where they have your servicer, the mortgage people where you pay it, and then the lender supposed to be lending, but they all together. Then they have the mortgage registration system. See, listen, this is why they after me, because this would break the motherfucking system, and that's what I'm just trying to motherfucking do. These people got me fucked up. They just think they torturing me, y'all. They got gas coming through my house. That's why I got these fucking devices and shit to measure gases. Listen. Right here. Y'all probably can't see it, but the CO2 levels is 1151. It's online too. I'm gonna get down to all that. All right, bam. That's the power of attorney. There's more though. I'm gonna show you the second one. Where we at with it? Bam, right here. Okay. You feel me? I got my grandparents in there. So basically, this the second part. And you feel me? You wait to sign this. You sign this at the notary. This goes with the package, okay? You sign that at the notary. You sign that right there. And then right here, I was able to change that. But like I said, I'm having the package is gonna have everything that you need on there. But that's that right there. It's gonna be like 3 pages. This is the other page. That's for the notary. All right, this page is for the notary. So that's your power of attorney. That's your quit claim deed. That's the transfer paper right here. Change of ownership paper. All right. You can go file it just like that. But remember, trust agreement. If you got a trust agreement already, you wouldn't need to do that. You just update it. You update it and get it notarized after you update it. All right. Hold on. I like being in this corner. Okay. So we can get out of there. All right. Now we got through the trust agreement. All right. Y'all know the website for that. Right here. Go get it. It's free. Now, if you don't want to do it or whatever, listen, I'm going to extend my services. Because I do all this. All right? I just been working on this crazy, but I'm down to help. You feel me? Like I said, it's not going to, the thing about it, like I said, it's up to you. It's like I said, it's going to be very affordable. You go to you go try to get a trust agreement from a lawyer or attorney. It's going to be $1,500 plus. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. It's going to be $1,500 plus. And that's low. That's if you don't have nothing to put in there. Now, if you have assets, cars, this and that, you want to go ahead and put it all in there. Bank accounts. That's what I'm doing now. Putting my bank accounts in my living trust, and my living trust is in a private trust that's nobody would know about. Living trust is gonna be on record, public record. All right. But yeah, like I said, I'm down to, you feel me? I can draft it up. You feel me? If you got a lot of stuff, it might take a little time because you'll have to provide that. But if you can always do that later. But you gonna need your parcel number and your address to that to put in your living trust and draft it up. This gonna draft it up, okay? You feel me? On here, it should give you all the terms that you need in there to be able to do the stuff you need to do. Cause if in that agreement it don't say you can handle securities and stuff like that, you need to make sure that's in there. But it's usually in there, okay? See, my trust agreement, I didn't do this. I did it myself, but I perfected it, okay? And made sure it says everything. My birth certificate, number, everything goes in that. Your trust will own that. Okay? Then after you get all that done, then you go file your financial statement and put a lien on your account. So now these motherfuckers just can't go on your accounts and just take money without you knowing, because when you signed them contracts for them credit cards and them loans and shit, that's what you signed. All right? Now, we got that down pat. All right? We got that. Now, I can show y'all. This was, yeah. So this was my trust agreement. Hold on. Well, my grandparents and my mom, because they was on the deed. This is the deed of trust. All right. Yeah, that's how big it is. So this is the deed of trust. This is where all the fraud was happening. It's about 12 pages. I ain't gonna be able to go through it, but I'm gonna show y'all something. This should be in y'all trust agreement too, y'all contract. Okay? You feel me? All this, like I said, they got it set up. The MERS, mortgage, electronic, listen, it's a system. And listen, and the systems are made to fuck everybody over. I'm just being thousand. Okay? You can read through this. It tells you all about the properties and I will read it. I had to read this 15 times to start understanding. Of course, it was words I didn't know. That's what Google and Chat GPT for. Let me tell you something. Chat GPT is your best fucking friend. If you don't know him or her, you better get to know him. Make your life easier. And to be real, that's how I'm able to do a lot of stuff. All right? Transfer the rights to the property. Let me tell you. The beneficiary, listen, this is with every deed of trust. They, where my mouse at? Hold on. Okay, there we go. Alright. Let me see if it don't let me highlight it. But if y'all can see my mouse right here, I'm under, can y'all see it? Okay, yeah. The beneficiary of the security instrument is MERS. It's a system. Okay? But all the banks is involved in this. All the lenders, it is a system. We trying to break that motherfucker. Huh. What they gonna do? Come get me? They already trying to get me, right? I'm telling y'all. That's why I'm just, fuck it. Listen. My plan is to get this shit out. Okay? Because it's clear they trying to do something to me. And we gonna get to that. Let me stay focused. Alright. Bam. Y'all can read over that. That's page 2. It tell y'all, remind you, we never got this contract. We never signed this contract. Never. This is a whole new contract. So I'm reading over it and I'm seeing like the payments. Like when you make them mortgage payments, most of that don't even go to the property. It goes to the lender's pockets and everybody else. The insurance, the tax, that's where it goes. Your principal probably don't never get paid until years later. You just gotta read through it. A lot of them ain't gonna be the same. They must have, most of the stuff that's in there, it must says it. Even though if they fucking you over, they saying it. And you just, man, listen, I'm telling y'all, reading. It don't, listen. 15, 30, see me, I'm looking at it like, read it a couple times. You're not going to understand it for just one time. All right? Occupancy. It's a lot of stuff. Let me see. Borrower loan application, protectors of lender's interest. Bullshit. Okay? Y'all can read it. Like I said, if you don't know some words, Google. Chat GPT. Copy and paste. Scan it, whatever. Copy and paste it into Chat GPT and be like, break this down for me. He or she, whatever you want it to be, gonna break it down for you. Perfectly. Where you understand it. And you gonna learn while you go. That's the good thing. Alright? Bam. Forfeiture. It's a lot of stuff in here that's just bullshit. That's not acting in the borrower's best interest. And that's where you can get them at too. Because it's supposed to be in the borrower's best interest. That's why you name them fiduciary over the account. Because you feel me? Because you really can be your own. But we don't know that. Okay? Now, like I said, I will read it because it says a lot. Borrowers, if you default and stuff, but listen to me. How can you default on something that's taken care of already? The money didn't come from the bank. The money came from your bank. Alright? Fuck it. They do not, y'all know. But I don't give a fuck. They already torturing me every fucking day. I've been going through this since last, listen, 2023. Yeah. Alright. Borrowers not released and stuff. Y'all ain't gotta worry about this because once they fuck up on one thing, the contract is not binding no more. Breach of contract. Your trust is your contract now. You can even make your own deed of trust and record it. Put your own terms in there. Just saying, but you ain't gotta do all that. Bam, you can go down, lender. But I'm finna show y'all something. I'm trying to see if I'm gonna come up across it. I should. I got one that's highlighted. Let me see if I got the one that's highlighted. But that's just an overview of the trust agreement. That's how it look. I should have one that's highlighted with some stuff. I think it's right here. Bow. Alright. So in this part, what page is that? 8. Now y'all see that borrower's copy? That should be in everybody contract. Deed of trust. Borrower shall be given one copy of the note and of this security instrument. In my case, we didn't get none of them. We didn't even get the I don't even think we got the regular one because that's the one I was looking for. I thought this was it. But I seen 2021 on there and we signed that contract in 2020. I said, what the fuck? You feel me? But was you given a copy of the security instrument, which is your deed, your contract, a real copy, okay? Not one of them other copies. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. And a copy of the note, your mortgage note, that they say they can sell in here and not have to tell you. Yeah. That's why I said you might want to read this. Just right there. This got to be in every deed of trust. That right there. If you see that, breach of contract. Quick claim. Living trust. Irrevocable. Hey. For sure. Now check this out. Bam. That's the part that I wanted to show y'all. Now, look at this. Alright? Bam. We was going back and forth for a minute. Alright? They tried to, like I said, like, I just knew, like, what's up. Like, listen, y'all not finna fucking bully me. I'ma take it. I'ma take it there. And that's why they fucking that's why they doing everything to me. Okay? Now, pay attention to this. My mom's name is Tammy. Okay? So right here, like I said, I looked over this. I read it 15 times, 20 times, and I'm just noticing everything. So do you think it's a coincidence the authorized signature on here is named Tammy, but got a different last name? Is it a coincidence? I don't know. Well, I do know. It's bullshit. Because, hey, whoever the main signee on there, they supposed to be the authorized signature. They just switch everything up. They switch everything up. That's why I'm like in the court case, I'm like, we want to know who is Tammy. We need records. Tammy Rossum. And let me tell you, want me to tell y'all something crazy? What really caught my eyes? When I was doing the Navy Federal at the beginning, the indentured trustee was Timothy Rossum. It was Timothy Rossum. And I was like, is that a coincidence? They got the same last name. So these companies, these authorized signatures of this company is probably most likely not even a real person. Or either it's the same person with the last name. Rossum, like, is it a fucking coincidence? Yeah. So I'm like, what? Like, that's odd. Alright? And remember, I'm already pointing out all other shit. Bam. Where else? Alright. These was the signatures that should not be there. It says 2021. We signed them closing papers in 2020. So I had to ask my people, like, did y'all ever go? They were like, no. I'm like, okay. All right. When I tell you I found that case so fast, they didn't even fucking respond. I got the emails. They responded to the emails, but after I sent them all this and shit, they never responded back. And right now, like I said, I'm waiting. My wish is I want them to try to take me to court. They not gonna do it. That's why they trying to do what they trying to do to me. They not gonna do it. They can't even do it. Surprise me. That would be a fucking gift to me. If any of these motherfuckers, the banks, any of them try to take me. That's why, that's why I'm on here, and y'all need to know this. Because they bully motherfuckers. Okay? They just know everybody is stupid. Just being real. Alright? But this is what they do. This is what they do. You feel me? And see, with me, like, if people know me, y'all know this is what I've been trying to do. They always been blocking me. I had a small group of people that we used to have fun for 6-7 hours talking about this. And I told you, I said, watch. It's a lot of people talking about it, but they not showing this. That's what I'm saying. They not showing this. They not showing you exactly what to do. They want you to come back. I don't want nothing. Just support. Share this situation. Let people know, yeah, this is what you do. And learn about electronic harassment, because it's going to be nobody. You ain't going to have to be able to point at nobody. But they going to be frying your ass. They going to be trying to close. That's why I said go get your shit on record. Power of attorney. And start learning. Listen. This is why I wanted to tell y'all too. Learn the law. Don't let that word fuck up your head. Law. People don't think like that. All you really need to know is what you need to know. It ain't like you gotta go learn the whole fucking law. I know the laws that I need to know. And if I don't know it, I just go learn it. I write it on a piece of paper, write it in my notes, whatever I need to learn. You get pulled over a lot, learn the laws around getting pulled over. You ain't gotta learn it, just write it down. Put some sticky notes on your car, whatever. You get what I'm saying? Don't even think like that, because once people talk about that, it's not like that. These lawyers and shit, they don't know this shit on the back of their head. That's why they walk in the courtroom with a briefcase that got everything on there that they need to know. And they read off that. So don't make it hard on yourself, because you feel me? I understand people got like learning disorders and shit like that, but it's up to you. Can't nobody else do this for you. Nobody else can do this for you. And I mean it. You can't go get a lawyer. They work for the government. Think about that. You can't go hire a lawyer against these people. That's what I'm going through with LAPD. Nobody will take that case. Nobody take cases against the government. The attorneys and lawyers is hired by who? They got to go in front of the judge and make an oath. So how they going to go against their boss? Think about that. This is something to think about. So you got to be prepared and you got to be ready. But I'm giving you everything to be prepared and ready. Plus more. Because this is what they do to people. Oh, I'm going to show y'all some shit. And this is what they didn't want to get out. Because they gon' fucking torture you. Listen, y'all. We'll get to that. Like, people be thinking I'm playing. Like, I'm not playing, y'all. What's this? This was the notary that notarized this. Cause I'm saying, like, my grandparents, like, did y'all go to the notary? Because you know they gotta have your ID, they gotta have a book. I wonder where they got the fingerprints from. Cause you gotta have a fingerprint. This is what they doing. You feel me? Now, some people's situations, they might have private lenders and this and that. Y'all gotta look over them contracts and see what is really going on, because it gotta say it in there. It gots to. Okay? You probably done made people power of attorney over you. Well, you did, because that's what you do. You feel me? And nobody read no contracts. That's why they, and we finna get to that with Carvana. I got that ready too, because we must well knock all this shit out. Knock it all out. That's what I'm on. Because these motherfuckers, they gon' it's like, it ain't like they ain't fucking with me already, right? Yeah, this is every day, every night. I get hit with surges of gas every night when I try to sleep. I can't sleep. And this is real, y'all. Like, the shit that I be talking about, this shit is fucking real. Okay? It's no coincidence all this is happening to me. And that's why I'm like, fuck it. Because I ain't gonna lie. I learned this shit. I said, man, I ain't... You feel me? Fuck y'all. No, but it was like that. Because it's like, man, I'm going through hell. But I still keep my faith, because I know who got me, and I know he's not going to put me in a situation. I'm the one that was ready for this motherfucker. I'm the one that was really uncovering and got evidence around these attacks and this and that. All these fucking entities, all these government entities, LAPD, all this. I got everything. But it's still, you got to understand, the whole system is them. So it's like, that's why I be having to focus. That's why I ain't been on Insta. I've been having to, because they doing everything. Right now, they just shut down my Pacer account, my court account, where I get all my correspondences at. So I got to wait to even see anything that was filed now. Okay? Or wait till it come in the mail. But check this out. USPS doing this shit to me, too. They with them, too. They doing all type of shit. They be holding important mail late. All that. I can fucking prove it too. That's the thing. And they know that. And that's why they like after me how they after me. It's plain and simple. It's clear. This is clear. I think it's clear. When people thought I was tripping, now they see. When I said I was doing an investigation, now they see. I really investigated. I had no choice. Okay? Now, that's that right there. We're going to pick this up. Damn, did I put this other one? I was going to show y'all some court cases too, and let y'all know why, especially anytime I work on my court cases, I get tortured because they don't want me answering them. And that's what's been happening. I've been on it and getting it because they tried to get Navy Federal. They tried to get the case dismissed by not trying to do this conference. It's called a 26F conference. It's like a case management conference. And it's supposed to be in person. So they mad because I'm my own. You feel me? I'm representing myself. And these some big time lawyers and shit, and they just want to be controlled. And they use the shit against me, but it's up to me to stay up to date and learn from the mistakes. You feel me? But they try listen, y'all. When I be saying like I was in the hospital and shit for heart complications, that shit's serious. And it's because of these gases and the EMF, this radiation they send in these magnetic fields. It like literally is like feel like your head gonna explode. Especially how they do it to me. Okay? They got shit in all my cars. Okay? That's what LAPD did when they came. They went through all my shit and the devices. They had devices in my car. I got the devices still. I uncovered them. Okay? We'll get to that in a minute. Alright. Bam. So that's the game for that. I think I gave y'all everything with the mortgage. Everything that you need, I gave it to you. All you gotta do is execute and go to the recorder office and get it recorded. Okay? It's just like that. You gonna get papers from them. You gonna get this. Once you get it recorded, you get one of these. When you request your deed of trust, the deed from the lender or the servicer, the mortgage servicer, when they give it to you, it should have one of these papers on there, because that's what they did, was go record it. Because you gave them the rights to go do all this. Alright? And when you get it, you doing the same thing. You just making your quick claim deed. This is quick. You won't have to make a 12-page. You can go file it and get it done. But still, that's what your trust agreement for. Your trust agreement is your new deed of trust. Or you can make a separate one for that. Some people might want to do that. You might plan, you get what I'm saying? But it don't matter. It's a living trust. So you your own beneficiary. You the trustee. Well, you the trustee and you assign your beneficiary. And if you want to switch it up, they have the authorization to do so. They have the power to do so. Alright? That's all it is. It's just a trust. Your house is a trust. Real property. You are real property too. That's why you go file a lien on your name and your account that they do not want you to know about. We finna get into a lot of that shit. Alright? Bam. Alright, I had this set up. I'm trying to knock this shit out. I ain't even trying to be on here for hours. I did a video. It was fucking damn near 5 hours long. But I was talking about my situation, so I cut it up, put it in parts. Y'all see that on the channel, because this is going to be on the channel. You feel me? Just support, man. That's all I want. I'm not asking for no money with it. Now, if you want me to help and do a service, yes, it's a must. I ain't gonna lie. Listen, they didn't lock all my money up. Everything. Like, listen, I got a lot of shit I can show y'all. Records. Like, I just got some tax statements from Fidelity. They hiding this is what I learned too. Like, Navy Federal and shit, they hiding my credit account tax statements. They ain't sent them to me. So I'm requesting them next at the court date. Well, not at the court date. I'm finna file a motion to request all my 1099 A's, B's, and C's, and D's, whatever. Everything. But the IRS fucking with me too. I can't play with y'all. But this is the process. This is what you gotta do. You wanna know, because sometimes you're paying, they discharge that debt. That's why, that's why the shit I posted today, that's why I posted it. Because when you open up an account, you gave them security interest, and they said a lien, a statutory lien. You like, what they filing a lien on? You motherfucker. Yeah, you don't pay, they get that money. They got insurance on it, they get that money too. It's really supposed to be yours. Hey, I can show you. It's in their contract, right? Come on now. All right, so this is the same thing around, okay? Just like with the mortgage, but this is with Carvana and Bridgecrest. Y'all know I've been ready to do this for a minute, okay? I've been ready to do this, and it's crazy because I still ain't found mine, because I got these cases and I don't want to overdo it, because I did it before and it's not easy, so I just got it to the cut. Fraud ain't got no statute of limitation. But this is the contract, alright? Let me see. Yep, I got it right. Can I zoom out? How I zoom out? Zoom out. Okay, yeah, there we go. There we go. All right, y'all. Bam. This should be the. Oh yeah, this is the full contract. I went through it already. It's just certain parts. Let me tell you how they do this. I'm finna tell you how they do this. Cause they got they system set up to fuck everybody, and y'all can't do nothing about it. And I'm gonna tell you why I didn't need no more cards. I just did this because of this. I just knew they was gonna do some bullshit. And that's why I'm in a situation now for exercising my consumer rights. Cause I guess I know too much. And when I got this, I opted out of arbitration. I did everything, and I hit them up and like, who's the secured party creditor on here? When I went there, I was like, they talking about, oh, I gotta get this and get that. I'm like, what if I don't want no plates? I don't need plates. I got private plates, which I do, and everybody know that. And everybody will say, oh, you gonna get put. Have I got put over yet? They see me all the fucking time. I went back and forth with LADOT. They left me alone, but now they just attacking me. But they don't pull me over. Because they know. It's the law. It's the law, y'all. All right? Bam. This is Carvana. Whoever got a car at Carvana. If you got it repoed, whoever, get a copy of this. I'm finna break this motherfucker down because it's so simple, all right? It's just like that. They fucking everybody over. This is your security contract. Well, I'm gonna go to the security contract. I was able to, you feel me, knock it out, like cover up a lot of my information and shit. So we're gonna get to the security agreement. Bam! It's the security agreement. All right? You see what it say? Security agreement. I'm finna listen. Now, Carvana. They got it set up where, listen, you can't even do nothing about this. And it's either you own it or you don't. So that's why I was just like, fuck it. Shit. Because I already knew what was up. I already knew they fucked up. So they got it set up. See, a lot of people, they trying to do that DocuSign. Everybody's switching over. That's why they want paperless. They don't want, they trying to do, you feel me, get rid of the trail. So how Carvana got their system set up, you know, you do it online. You can't even go up in there and do it. You have to do it online. Okay? There's a reason for that. When you do this application DocuSign, they only let you sign where they want you to sign. Okay? Listen to me. You finna see this. They only, listen, I'm going through it because you signed there. Okay? You sign some papers like when you order it, but then you sign the rest of these there. And it is like the places you need to sign that, it don't let you. And then the people that's helping you, they like, we can't do nothing. It's already set up. This is all planned to fuck everybody over. Okay? That's why you see NA. You didn't put that. It was already there. It was already there. Now, check this out. This is where, you feel me, a lot of people would even look at this. But right up here, dealer number, all this. But check this out. Read this. Primary use of the vehicle is personal, family, or household use unless otherwise indicated. That probably skip over a lot of people's head. This is where the private plates and private travel come in at. Okay? This is where a consumer purchase comes in at. That's why they charging y'all, because y'all making a commercial purchase. You in commerce. That's why, listen, that's why they want to get you your plates from the DMV. To them, they said it's mandatory, but it's not. It says it right here. Why would it say this? Use of the vehicle is personal, family, or household use. Because that's what consumers use it for, right? Do you use your car just to go to the store, do stuff for your house, household stuff, personal stuff? You ain't gotta have no fucking license plate to do that. It's the law. I know all about it. I got a whole book with the laws in there for private travel. Dot number, everything. But they force you to. You know why? Because it's the DMV and it's the state. It's the government. They own that car now. Once they get that title and shit, it's like you signed it over to them. That's why they don't let you even fill that out. Look, it said right here. Primary use is business, commercial, or agriculture purposes. I don't use my cars for none of that. So I don't need my place. Right? Now, if I'm using my car for business purposes and I'm in commerce, which, you feel me? And that's why they get to pull you over, because you in commerce. You have a fucking California plate and you're in business. If you got a plate on your car, you're doing business. You in commerce. But you see how they don't even check it. It's not checked. It's not none of that. You feel me? You can't even check it. This is it. All right? All this stuff, and they even right here, seller assisted loans. Like, they be like, oh, we're going to get you here from this bank, this bank, this bank. Huh. Do y'all know? It's not even the fucking bank money. It's already your money. They just act, listen, it's a lot to it. I don't even want to get deep into it because I'm just trying to give y'all this game, because this is all you're going to need to know. If you got a car from Carvana, shit, fuck, listen, you can get taken to court. You can file a case tonight for breach of contract. And when you file that case, you ain't got to pay no fucking payments and shit until that case is over with and done. But you want to know what you doing. I'm going to be, this is my plan. This is what I always plan to do. I plan to get on here, show y'all how to file a case. Show y'all everything you need to know, and everything federal. And let me tell y'all something. When you fucking with these government agencies, these courts and shit, federal court is whatever. But they working together too. But state court, don't even do it. Don't do it. It's open. Put it right there. Don't do it, okay? It's hot. Yeah. Okay. Don't do it. Now, I'm going to go down. I'm going to go over this because I'm going to eat in a minute. Okay? Now, close that door for me. The wooden door. All right. I'm getting to the main part, okay? Remind you, when you're doing this application, all the NAs and shit is filled out. But we want to go down here. All right? Statement of insurance. Oh, all your insurances and shit. All this shit is a part of the same shit. You are the insurance. Okay? We finna get to the point right here. We go down. Y'all can read this too. But we finna go right here to owner agreement. Let me zoom in. Owner agreement. They already got this pre-filled out. You can't even fill it out. You can't even claim interest in your property. Because that's what this is. But read what it says. This section applies only to a person who will have a ownership interest in the property, but is not a buyer obligated to pay this contract. When I read that, I'm like, wait, what the fuck? I forgot the code, but it's like 16 CRF 433.1. I think is that. And it breaks down the buyer, the seller, let me see if I can pull it up. We'll pull it up in a minute. Owner agreement. Did y'all hear that? It says this section applies only to a person who will have an ownership interest in the property, but is not a buyer obligated to pay this contract. Well, we all know we the fucking buyers. Right? But it says not a buyer obligated to pay this contract. To me, it sounds like you saying I ain't got to pay no contract. Right? That's what it sounds like. That's what it is, honestly. Alright? In this section, you means only the person signing this section. My name ain't NA. So whoever NA is, y'all need to pay this. Right? It's already fucking paid. That's why. That's why they don't let you sign it. It's already pre-filled out. It's a big scam. In your face. I can't make this shit up. You see this shit? By signing below, you agree to give us a security interest in the property described in the description of property section. You also agree to the terms of this contract, except that you will not be liable for the payments it requires. This is why I've been trying to get to this fucking Carvana shit for forever. But they just been fucking with me. They don't give me a break. Never. That's why I just don't give a fuck. That's why a lot of people that talk about this don't show their face. Fuck it. They got my whole block sold up. They got my whole net. They watching me right now. Oh yeah, I learned all the shit they learned. I can show y'all some shit. And that's what they don't want. But fuck it. Okay? But do y'all see this? All you need to do is take this, go file a case, and this is your evidence. You don't need nothing else. You didn't sign here. You shouldn't have to pay their ass either. You shouldn't have to pay no fucking payment. It says it right here. You're not responsible for it. I don't know how clear this can get. I don't. This is telling you right now, like, oh, you the buyer. You ain't got to pay this. Especially if you didn't sign here. But if you sign here, you give us a security interest. We never gave them a security interest. Huh. Motherfuckers. Except you will not be liable for the payment it requires. Your interest in the property may be used to satisfy the buyer's obligation. Well, we are the buyers. So who is getting control of this? Come on, y'all. Y'all got to wake the fuck up. You agree that we may renew, extend, or change this contract or release any party or property without releasing you from the contract. We may take these steps without notice or demand upon you. It don't go to us because we didn't sign shit. It's right here. Get y'all fucking contracts, man. Go pull them. Before they start, because you know it's coming. They watching. Oh, they watching me. I'm not even going to say what listen, y'all. People don't know how big this shit is. And how many, all eyes is on me right now. Every fucking day. Oh, they watching. They have to watch because they like this motherfucker. Because I'm not giving up. They think I'm not. And they fucking know that. Let me be real. All this shit that's going on, all these raids and these RICOs and shit, is to cover some shit up. This is my theory, though. Hey, I said it already before. They don't want this getting out, and they're going to do whatever it takes to cover this up. So now, all this happening. Oh, these people going down. Oh, Yellow Beach is good. I'm telling you, this shit is world fucking news. And that's why they want to do this shit to me. Well, they doing it to me. And I can fucking prove it. I got everything. Y'all see this though? I hope y'all got y'all contracts. If not, go get it. You see how easy this is? It ain't easy, but you see how I'm make it easy. I'll make it. Huh. This right here is in your face. Get your contract. Hit their ass up and let them know. File the case. I bet you they won't come or try to get a no. File that power of attorney and shit. Put it on record. You now. Okay? If you don't do that, don't try to do that because you still nobody. You don't have no rights. You don't have nothing until you do that. If y'all ain't got a house, you can still go put your power of attorney on record. Just by itself if you want to. I'll go get your birth. Listen, I can't just give y'all everything. I'm going to save a little bit of something. But power of attorney, go put it on record. You'll have some power. Notarize it. Record it. Yeah. Then you can go talk your shit. But don't talk a lot of shit because they will come get you. These big corporations, that's what they do. You go make complaints and shit, they call their people up and tell them, go get them. And they will ruin your fucking life. Unless y'all let this information get out there. Share this shit. Because I'm going to tell it all. I got everything on their ass. Listen, I'm sacrificing myself. I don't give, if they going to do whatever, hey, it's meant to be. I just know I believe in Jesus and reincarnation. I'll be right back on they fucking ass. Oh my goodness. Okay? Now, let's get to this holder notice. And I'm going to take a food break. And I'm going to come back and get to the rest of the stuff. So now, y'all see this? This is the holder notice. It say this is intentionally, but let's just read it. If the primary use of the vehicle is not personal, listen, family, or household use, then this is not a consumer contract. You see why I was telling y'all about pay attention to this? Household, family use. Because who use their cars for that? Everybody. Some people might use it for their business and stuff. Yeah. If you do, it's not a consumer contract. Right? This shit is right here. In everybody's fucking face. It's been right there. That's how these motherfuckers so stupid. We put it in their face and they still stupid. All right. Y'all see this shit though? Why even say something like that? It's not a consumer contract because they get that consumer loan and money and they make it a whole different contract. Because they making you using it as business so you can be entitled to this shit, but you're really not. If you're using this business, you'll get it in your business name. But no, they're not gonna tell you they not working in your best interest. They against you. They taking, listen, all they doing is keeping you where you at. Do you know if you buy a car, gain security interest, you inherit shit. You inherit this, okay? Because the money is already there. And they get it and you pay them again. And maybe again. And they come take your shit and it's already paid. Listen. Any holder of this consumer credit contract is subject to all claims and defenses which the debtor could assert against the seller of goods or services obtained pursuant hereto or with the proceeds hereof, recovery hereunder by the debtor shall not exceed amounts paid by the debtor. Here, you got to read that a couple times to understand it. But it's telling you. It said against the seller. You want to know who the seller is, right? You want to know where the goods going because they are not going to tell you. Come on. All right? That's really the main part. That's all you need in there. So I'm gonna get back. I'm finna eat. And I'm gonna hop right back on. But I gave y'all everything. What I was supposed to give y'all.